Oh, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. We finally have some concrete news on NHL 24. I'm not talking about, oh, here's a date of when we're going to release info. No. We have some huge news. I'm talking behind the scenes footage. I'm talking about gameplay developments. We even have a little bit of new animation being revealed. We have some mocap to talk about. We have NHL Community Day. We have GM Connected news. I am not joking. They talked about it. They talked about GM Connected news. And of course, we have some great and some less great news. But let's get down to that, man. Let's get down to business. All right, so NHL, first of all, EA Sports NHL dropped themselves this big bastard of a video. I'm talking about like this was unexpected. This was so unexpected. We did not think this was dropping. You can now also register for the technical test right here, right now. So go ahead and do that if you want to get yourself some beta code so you can play. The modes that are confirmed to be in the technical tests are Hockey Ultimate Team, of course, and EASHL. So those are the two modes that you'll be able to play on the tech test. Other than that, we have some greatness right here. Look at my boy. Look at my boy, Pavel Barber. Look at Pavel. Boom, bitch. Oh my goodness. This man absolutely annihilated. I don't know what the hell we're mocapping this for. Look. One more time. Like, damn! What did that mannequin do to you, Pavel? Sheesh! Okay, so what I'm thinking here is if you're really charging this year, like if you are full-on charging, I'm talking truculence, everything, you know the type of player I'm talking about, you're gonna get some extra animations, and like, if this is not a penalty, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This better be a penalty. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff from NHL Community Day. We have some sightings of some multiple content creators. Of course, I wasn't there. And here is Rasmus Dahlin mocapping a couple of sellies for you. This one is unbelievably slow and sluggish and uncreative. I hope, seriously, I hope they speed up these animations, because he's like, yeah, I scored. Like, I seriously hope this is for the quality and the mocap purpose, and they can actually speed this up in post, which I believe is the case. There was a whole bunch of stuff, man. There was Adam Fantilli was doing mocap. So they're adding a bunch of animations, perhaps some skating styles. I don't know, man, but there's a whole lot of behind-the-scenes footage here from mocap. Freaking Nasher's doing mocap out here. Come on, man, come on. So a lot of stuff happening, but let's get to the important business at hand, and that is this big old reveal, or this big old info drop, information trailer. Let's get right to it. Yeah. So they start off by saying we are going to talk about community obsession, social connection, and gameplay innovation. First of all, the beat that they have going through this whole video is awesome. It gets incredibly repetitive by the end of the video, and I'm getting sick of it, but it's kind of a good beat. It's catchy. Let's hear what they have to say about those three topics.
Let's start with the community aspect and how we're taking a new approach to the relationship with players.
Yeah, so when we talk about community obsessed or community obsession, it's really about putting our players at the center, at the forefront of every conversation. And when it comes to looking back at the past, like NHL 23, we know it didn't live up to your expectations.
Woo! That, ladies and gentlemen, that is a huge statement. It's not like some players weren't happy or we could have done more. No, they straight up said, we know NHL 23 didn't live up to your expectation. That is a monster statement, and that is, wow. Perhaps some accountability here. Now, these gentlemen are not entirely new to the EA development team, but they've been here during the development cycle of NHL 23 is what I've heard and from my understanding. So these guys are sort of new, but now they NHL 24 is really their game, their first game where they have like a full game to really work, a full development cycle. So these guys are here, and they are here to change the game. And man, it's from what they're saying in this video, it sounds like they're going to do just that.
How about the rest of the community? How can we get them involved? When can they get hands-on with the game? And how can they have an impact on NHL 24?
As of this week, players are free to register for our community play testing
I already said that.
Which is where we put our game out in the wild. This is where we allow players to get hands-on with everything in our product. And specifically this year, I know that we're focused on Hut and World of Chell.
That's the one that, like, I was so excited. I've been so excited for everything else in this video, but this is like, you cannot eye roll hard enough at what this man just said. Oh, this year we're going to focus on Hut. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Now this year, because we haven't been focusing on Hut. Oh no, not even a little bit. So unfortunately, that sounds like some bad news for be a GM or franchise mode players and be a pro players. It sounds like, once again, Hut and EASHL are going to be the two main focuses. Primarily Hut. That was the first thing out of his mouth, is Hut is our focus this year. So that's it is what it is.
Yeah, so in terms of the forums, we obviously read everything, whether it's on Twitter, Reddit.
Mirror Advisors, baby. Yes, sir.
But the big thing we're doing this year is opening up an official EA Sports NHL Discord channel, and that'll be coming after reveal. So that's the place where you can expect, more one-on-one conversation, get your questions answered, hear about the news, hear about, where we're going.
That's huge, man. That's huge. A Discord server where you have direct access to devs for questions and comments and stuff like that. That is awesome. That is a concise place where they'll be able to read and generate a whole bunch of feedback, and that's just healthy. That's a healthy back and forth. It's going to be one-stop shopping for providing feedback to the developers, and perhaps even hearing some responses from those developers in the Discord. If they are active in that Discord server, this is actually huge for the community, and this is going to be awesome. I personally hear a lot of people complain that, it's only content creators that get a say, and EA only listens to content creators. First of all, I know for a fact that is not true. They read, like they said earlier in the video, they do read some social media posts and all of that. They read all of that stuff, so they know what you're saying. But now that they have a Discord server dedicated for this, that is even better, because you will be able to talk directly to devs. Hopefully it's executed right, and if it is, game changer once again.
We're working to better understand what the biggest asks are, like what the community wants, and then how can we get that into our product and into our game. Using spectator mode as an example, what we want to better understand with our community is what they want out of that feature, and then how can we build it so then we're actually delivering upon what they want, rather than us go away.
Okay, can we hold on? I just noticed this. What the hell was that? What is my guy doing? What is Buddy doing on the screen? Is he fixing a swing? Are we making a baseball game?
Out of that feature,
what is happening?
And then how can we build it so then we're actually delivering upon what they want?
What is this? What is this? Why are we practicing our swing? Okay, all right. I don't know what the hell that is. I hope we didn't spend a whole lot of development time on the angle of the baseball swing for Sally here. This is ridiculous. I hope this is not what it looks like.
So with GM Connected, that's something we haven't publicly addressed for a while now. But what we know, everyone requests it. So how do we get to a connected franchise mode?
Well, first of all,
Woo! Clappy. Le clapperton. We have heard the big word, GM Connected. They are about to acknowledge this thing in the video. It's not the news you want to hear, but they've acknowledged it. I'm going to let Mike speak for himself here, and this is good stuff. This is good stuff.
I'm glad we got the G word out in the open and on the table. So, we haven't been here that long. Like, for the time that we've been here, we've been exploring numerous different ways to try to figure out how to get this mode revitalized, alive, and bring it back into the franchise. The one challenge, though, when we look back at what GM Connected was when it first came out, is it was a very big mode. And so trying to actually tackle this thing in a single year, it's really tough for us to do. So it's not something we know we can nail in a single cycle the way it was created in the past.
Like I said, these guys have not been here that long. Obviously, they are in high positions, but they are just now getting their first full cycle, really, with the NHL. So it's understandable. What he said right there is understandable, but I'm glad that they're talking about GM Connected. They've heard you. They're working on it. They are going to bring it to the game, maybe in NHL 25 or 26, but as he's about to say, it's not going to happen in NHL 24, unfortunately.
If we twist away from the G word and talk about it in a different way, connected franchise is the way we're starting to think about this.
First of all, that's what I've been saying for a couple years now. When GM Connected comes back, it's going to be connected franchise. It's not going to be called GM Connected. So yeah, connected franchise is going to be a thing in the future. It's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome. But what he said is right. It's gargantuan mode to replicate. And yeah, they did have it in NHL 14, but like anybody that's actually played that mode knows how slow, clunky, and borderline unusable some of the menus were, and that's because the mode was extremely ambitious. And so it's tough. Like he said, it's tough to implement that with 1 year of a development cycle with the resources that they have for Chell. I'm sorry, it's not FIFA. It's just not, but they're acknowledging it. They're going to bring it in the game. Connected franchise. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Connected franchise is going to be an NHL 25. I would give it a 70-30 chance.
Experience and modernizing it, changing it around, and figuring out again what those expectations are, and figuring out what are the requirements, what are the things people really want to see in this mode so we reimagine it correctly. We're looking at different things too, like multi-year development paths, which give us a chance to tackle bigger things. It won't be in 24, but we're going to continue talking about it. This is sort of opening the conversation, and we'll continue talking about this topic in future as we go forward.
I don't like the way that he worded that, saying we're going to continue talking about it. I don't want y'all to talk about things. I don't want you to talk about GM Connected or Connected franchise. I want you to do. I want you to do things. Okay. Small bit of criticism. I didn't like that that wording. Okay, because I don't want you to be talking about things. I want you to be doing things. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully NHL 25 is the year, and if not, at least it sounds like they have a multi-year plan, and maybe NHL 26. I don't know, but I'm so happy that they acknowledged it. This is a huge step because now you can hold them into account because they've acknowledged that they hear you and that they know you want GM Connected. So now you can hold them into account if they don't bring it to us.
Cows crossplay coming along, as well as other social elements we're looking to add into the game this year.
Hockey is an incredibly social game. I think that's the beauty about it. And for us, when we think about our product and our game, we want to develop.
Oh, look at that Ovi jersey. I mean, it's a Caps jersey, but like, come on, it's an Ovi jersey. Let's be real.
And start to ensure, well, not start, but we are ensuring that we've got connected experiences all through the game where we have players interacting with one another, whether it's cooperatively or on a bigger scale when you have ESHL teams with 6 players on the.
Stop saying ESHL. Ew. No, stop. It's ESHL, please, come on. It's not that long.
Ice versus another 6 on the other team. As we look ahead too, I mean, a strong focus for us is definitely building out the social elements in World of Chell, in ESHL, which then also translates and connects into our multi-year cross-play strategy.
Yeah, I mean, that story, I mean, we started that journey last year in 23. It was going to be too much again to do in a single cycle. So we said, okay, this is going to be a multi-cycle feature again, and that was just the reality. So last year we focused on, let's at least get the foundation in place, which is allowing people to have cross-platform match.
Now, this is the second or third time now that he's said we wanted to implement this, but we came to the realization that it's not going to be able to be done in one game cycle. To me, what that tells me, this is just me extrapolating, is they have so many things they want to do with this game, but they have limited resources to do them. Because this man is talented, okay? This man has worked, if I remember correctly, right off the dome. This man was involved in the NHL Hits franchise, and those games were awesome. They were visionary, and they had a whole vibe to them. So I know that this man is talented. Mike is very talented, and I'm thinking he's like, man, I want to do this and this and this with NHL, but I just can't do it in 1 year because to me that means EA is just not giving them as many resources as they would like, as the player base would like them to have. If you give this man some 2K budgets or like FIFA budgets, he's gonna Chell would take a huge step. I'm just saying.
Matchmaking. So you weren't able to team up, but at least you could finally compete. And then for 24, it was like, let's complete the circle. So for 24, like, you know, we're happy that we're actually going to be bringing true crossplay into World of Chell. So finally, you're going to be able to, if you're on Sony and I'm on Microsoft, we're going to finally be able to link up, be on the same team and close that circle, delivering that expectation. So I'm happy that we've been able to do that for this year. And then, you know, it doesn't stop here though, right? Like we want to be able to continue to hammer on this social opportunity, find more ways for people to play, whether it's cooperatively or competitively.
More ways for people to play cooperatively. I like that. I like the sounds of that.
In either existing modes we have, or there might even be new modes we haven't thought about that we add to the game to continue to push this social pillar forward.
I got an idea, Mike. How about Co-op be a pro. 2-player be a pro. Bring that F1 2023 experience into chill. I want to have like a Sedin twins with my boy, okay? I want co-op be a pro. How dope would that be? That would be a technical nightmare. I know that, but it would be so cool. So
in terms of our final pillar, gameplay innovation, obviously when you think NHL, gameplay has been like the hallmark of the series for a very long time. What's coming down the pipeline for gameplay this year and even into the future?
Gameplay is the one thing that actually waterfalls across every single mode in the game. So it is a big focus. For 24, it's been one of the biggest focuses in the short time that I've actually been here. We've come up with a
look at this. Look at the new. This is Netfront battles. This is a huge Netfront battle. I don't know if this is just animation or if they are revamping how the system works. But oh man, this Netfront battle looks amazing. Look at this.
ton of new gameplay changes this year that changed the game from the opening face-off forward. We've revamped a lot of the different
I'm watching it again. This is so satisfying to watch. Look at this Netfront battle.
short time that I've actually been here. We've come up with a ton of new gameplay changes this year that changed the game from the opening face-off forward. We've
Only small thing I would say to that specific animation seems kind of tame to me. I want some violence up in front of the crease, okay? I want some Radko Gudas cross checks, you know? I want some Zdeno Chara gring across your entire spine, okay? That's what I want. I want the big players to feel strong. Those two players seemed like they were relatively the same size, so maybe there wasn't like room for that, but I hope I'm just saying. All I'm saying is from that, it looked relatively tame to me. I want a little more violence in front of the crease. Okay, I'm sorry. Like if this is hockey. This is a tough sport, especially in front of the net, man. Stuff is rough down there.
revamped a lot of the different meta systems in the game. You're going to feel differences in terms of how you attack, how you defend, the tactics that go into that, even how you pass.
No, we're watching that again. Look at the puck shield and the poke check. This man tried to poke around the shielding defender, and the defender was holding him off and everything. This is so satisfying. And like he said, they're changing the meta systems of the game. That is music to my ears. That sounds wonderful. Look at this.
Of how you attack, how you defend, the tactics that go into that, even how you pass and hit is going to be new and fresh. And I think people are really going to enjoy what's actually there.
How you pass and hit is going to be new and fresh. Please let this be the death of truculence and just running directly at whoever has the puck. Please let that be the death of that.
This won't be the only focus. The goal every year is to ensure that our gameplay has a fresh take, that it feels new, that it feels exciting, and so we're going to continue to make this a massive focus going forward.
And I know you've heard this before, what he just said, but from what I heard, it is a pretty big leap this year. That's all I'm going to say.
And we've got some places we're going in the years ahead.
One of the areas that we're exploring is tech-driven gameplay and what that means to us. Does that unlock volumetric capture, where we can get unique animations for every single player on the ice in the NHL, and what that would bring for this franchise, and how we position ourselves to have authentic strategies as well with the data that we get back from the NHL and what that can unlock for us.
I think that's sort of where we want to end off with this. And one final note, in terms of when you'll be hearing about NHL 24 next, August 16th, 2023, that'll be the reveal of NHL 24. We're super excited to showcase what's to come, and we really appreciate everyone listening to this.
So let's go. There you have it. August 16th is going to be the big reveal and more info. And I think that's when the playtest starts. So it's gonna be huge, man. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this video game because, like I said, they got some talented people on board, and now that they had a full year with the game, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be a breath of fresh air. Like I said, from what I've heard, it's actually a pretty big leap. And so far, I like everything I'm hearing, except the fact that maybe Connected Franchise is not going to be in this year, and the fact that Be a Pro and franchise mode sound like they're not gonna focus on those once again. So those are downsides as well. And rest assured, when those moments come up, and when we see how little or how much innovation and how much progress has been done in those modes, I will criticize the hell out of it. If Be a Pro's been untouched and if franchise has been untouched, I will absolutely criticize the hell out of it. But right now, from what we hear, there's a lot of PR speaking this, but there's also some really good tidbits of information, man. NHL 24, baby, it's purple. It's purple, and Kobe is amazing. Okay, so we're gonna drop it off right here, man. Clapperton's about to send us home, and I'm gonna send you home right now. Link in the description to my Twitter and all that stuff. Like and subscribe, of course. This is huge news for NHL 24, and it's got me excited. And I'm gonna be covering all the news that there is to cover as it comes. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hook your boy up and punch the like button in the face. Ban the hell out of it. Comment, subscribe. As always, I'm G20. I appreciate your time, and I'm out. Peace.